Hello everyone. Although experts says commercial flying is the easiest and safest way to travel and amidst the safety statistics, it remains one of the major phobias. Why? When you try to think of the reasons, there could be loads and loads of reasons, and when you try to classify them, there are three main broad categories. The first one is a natural fear, which is aerophobia. And the next one is developed fear, which is the fear associated with the news of airplane crashes and disaster. And the third one is anticipatory anxiety. Are you ready to dive deep into the details? Let's first deal with aerophobia. Tell me, what is aerophobia? Aerophobia is an excessive worry of air travel. If you are someone suffering from aerophobia, you will experience excessive stress about aspects like takeoff, landing, turbulence, or even getting locked in a flight, and much more. Are you someone suffering from aerophobia? Have you already managed to tackle the situation? Then that is great. If not, I have got four methods or strategies that will help you tackle aerophobia. The first one is distract your mind, because it is the mind or thought that goes to and fro about the worries of air travel. So if you can do something that you would enjoy or that will keep you occupied, like reading a book, listening to music, watching movies, or even having a small chit chat, it can tackle the situation. What's next? It's soothing sounds. If you could listen to something like that of a raindrop or an ocean wave, it can help you shut down the real time noises, and that will make you feel more comfortable. And the third one is my favorite. This is called exposure therapy, and I believe this is one of the effective way to handle the situation. What is exposure therapy? The key rule in exposure therapy is do what you fear the most. Yes, facing the fear. Just fly. If you do it a couple of times and more number of times, you will see eventually that fear goes off you. Are you ready to be the next person who is no more aerophobic? And the fourth one is medication. If you have a prescribed medication, and as long as it's not being misused, it can help you to some extent to tackle the situation. Let's now deal with the second fear, which is the developed anxiety. Can you think of reasons that could result in an airplane crash? The first one is pilot mistake, because piloting requires a lengthy training process and also a sound knowledge of the mechanical components of the aircraft. A good pilot also need to be having the skill to plan well ahead and stay oriented. If any of this fails, the result could be fatal. The second one is weather condition. Weather can play a vital role in aspects like landing and takeoff, and that has been a reason with some of the airplane crashes that had happened in past. And the next one is communication problem with the air traffic controller and the pilot. If there happens any miscommunication or wrong information being shared, this could result in collision. And another reason could be the defects associated with designing of the aircraft and also poor maintenance of the aircraft. Both of this could result in airplane crashes or disasters. But bear in mind, the disaster always doesn't happen with the airplane or doesn't always happen in the air. It could happen with land travel, it could happen with the water travel, and so is air travel. But an airline crash or a disaster captures huge public attention mainly because of its dramatic nature. Research and studies shows air travel is the safest mode compared to any other modes of. It has the lowest injuries and casualties. Despite the complexities, airplanes are super resilient and safe. Most of the modern aircraft can easily and safely operate with one engine in case if there is an engine failure. And the tires, they are incredibly strong. They can support significant amount of pressure, and they can support or they can resist turbulence. And they are designed in such a way to resist any lightning strikes. Statistics shows that proportion of fatal accidents in an airplane is pretty much low as compared to that of cars. Thinking will not overcome fear, but action will. So it's time to have a go. Have a good, great think about it.